Hey, welcome to this edition of Ask Kathleen Anything. And today's question was an email from Anita. And she says, I'm now 69 years old. I've lived through the life school of hard knocks. I've learned that I'm resilient. Years back, I did in-depth Bible studies. I went on spiritual retreats. I did tons of self-help investigation, joined groups and communities. I've had a life coach, and I've been mentored by some of the best. I feel like I know who I am. And yet, at 69, I'm at this place in my life where I'm just wondering what's next. Kathleen, I know that you are in my age group. Yeah. And I'm just wondering, or rather, I'd like to hear what your perspective is on just wondering what's next for me. Oh, I just so love this question. And I think it's really universal. What's my purpose? What am I here for? For so many of us, at any stage in life, at all stages, at places where you feel like you're at a crossroads. I think we all hit those crossroads where it looks like we're at a fork in the road. Go this way, go that way. What's next? So the first thing that comes to mind is the knowing of what's next lives in the present moment. So, and Anita, I can tell from your email, there's nothing I'm going to say that you don't already know. So honestly, this is just a reminder. This is just my words, my felt sense of pointing you to that which you already know, pointing you back to yourself, your reclamation of your true self, because that's where what's next lives. So to me, there's this beautiful dance between living our lives being fully present and that beingness, that just awareness, that is just being with and loving, honestly, embracing and loving what is, whatever's arising in any given now, here, right now moment. That's it. And honestly, that's all there is. So it almost makes the question of what's next moot. And yet, it doesn't. Because I feel that with this here, now, present being as the essence of who we are, which just is awareness of our bodies, I hate to say of this form, of thoughts, feelings, beliefs, sensations. We're the ability to know those things, to be aware of any experience that we're having, any thought-created reality that we're believing. What we are, what never changes, is the awareness of that. And from that foundation of the truth of who we are, what can emerge is infinite possibility going out into the world, because we do live as a form. We do. I mean, we look like we're separate from everything else. We're not. But there is the ability to speak words and create conversations. There's the ability to use, creative, innate skills to paint a watercolor painting. All coming from this foundation of the truth of who we are. So for someone who's done all the kind of work that you've done, Anita, and anyone else out there, you know who you are, and yet it seems like there's an inner energy that wants to be expressed, something that wants to come through, something that wants to be created. And I feel like that desire is this creative life force, wanting to move through us, wanting to even use us. And again, I'm saying us, but you know what I'm talking about. It wants to express itself through us and as us. So how do you know what's next? And you already know this, Anita. You just be present and you see what arises. And honestly, I think we can use creative imagination to say, yeah, this feels like a really heartfelt desire. I want to create a mural. I want to paint a mural on my bedroom wall. And then from this present moment, like, what occurs? What arises to a feeling, a thought, a feeling, an intuitive sense of what to do next? So we're always living in the truth of who we are in this here now moment. And there can be this imagined future that we've created. And we know it's imagination. And we know that we don't have to get there to feel better about ourselves because we already are whole and complete. And yet we can move into the world and we can create a mural on our bedroom wall. And guess what? In the process of doing that, it may occur to you that you don't want to do that anymore. So you have a half-painted mural on your wall. Well, I guess that would be counted as art. So I get, because I've felt that sense before of blank canvas. And what informed a lot of the stress I had around it, just speaking for me, was getting it right. And, I think at my age, at our age, Anita, it's kind of like we realize that we do live in this thought-constructed concept called time. Okay, we're a certain age. There's only so much time left from the span of birth to death. And we better get up to something. We better get it done. And none of that is true. None of that is true. Who we are is whole, healed, complete in this moment. So, I hope you heard something in that. And everyone else who's listening, I hope there was something in that for you. Even the underlying theme that we're talking about here. No matter if you're at a crossroads or not, or what age you are, I think there's probably something there, I hope. And Anita, write back to me and let me know after you listen to this, if there's anything else that you see. I would love to hear from you. Anyone else who has a question that you'd like me to answer in Ask Kathleen Anything, please email me at office@drkathleenperry.com, or you can go directly to drkathleenperry.com, drkathleenperry.com, and just contact me through the contact form on my website. See you in the next edition.